Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something timeless, something ancient, yet incredibly relevant in our fast-paced, modern world. Stoicism. This philosophy started in ancient Greece over 2,000 years ago, founded by a man named Zeno of Cyprus. Now, you might be thinking, what does a 2,000-year-old philosophy have to do with my life today? Well, it turns out, a lot. Stoicism holds a mirror to our modern lives, offering a powerful guide on how to live well, endure hardships, and find inner peace right in the middle of all the chaos. Think about it. So many of us feel overwhelmed by work pressure, the constant buzz of social media, economic uncertainty, and personal challenges. We're often caught in a chase for external success or approval, only to find that the satisfaction, when it comes, is fleeting. This is where Stoicism steps in. It teaches that true, lasting contentment doesn't come from trying to control the outside world, but from mastering our inner world, our thoughts, our emotions, and our reactions. At its core, Stoicism isn't just a set of abstract ideas. It's a practical way of life. It all starts with one revolutionary distinction: figuring out what we can control and what we cannot. This sounds simple, but it changes everything. So much of our emotional turmoil comes from being attached to things that are completely beyond our control. What other people think of us, the outcome of events, or our material possessions. Stoicism gently reminds us that while we can't control the winds and the waves, we can always control how we steer our own ship. We control our response. The Stoics focused on three key disciplines: perception, action, and will. First, perception. This is about seeing the world clearly, as it is, without the distortion of our own biases, fears, or anger. By changing how we interpret events, we can eliminate a huge amount of unnecessary suffering. Second, action. This is about acting according to virtue, things like justice, courage, wisdom, and self-discipline. Stoicism is not a passive philosophy of just sitting back and accepting things. It demands that we engage with the world ethically and do the right thing. And third, will. This is about cultivating inner resilience, accepting whatever life throws at us with a sense of calm and dignity. It's about building a fortress within yourself that can't be shaken by external events. Think about historical figures like the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, the playwright Seneca, or the former slave-turned-philosopher Epictetus. These weren't just academics in an ivory tower. They practiced Stoicism every single day. They used it to navigate political turmoil, personal losses, and intense public scrutiny. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his personal journal, which we now know as Meditations, something profound. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is a timeless truth. So, how does a philosophy from ancient Rome apply to your life? Right here, right now. It's simple. Human nature hasn't really changed. We still struggle with anxiety, fear, envy, and frustration. Stoicism offers us a practical toolkit to handle these challenges effectively. Let's get specific. In our world of constant notifications, tight deadlines, and unexpected crises, stress feels almost inevitable. Stoicism teaches us to pause and ask a simple question: is this within my control? If the answer is no, we practice letting it go. By focusing our energy only on what we can control our effort, our mindset, our response. We stop wasting energy and dramatically reduce our anxiety. Think about social media. It can be a breeding ground for comparison and insecurity. Stoicism reminds us to look inward, not outward. Our self-worth should come from our character and our virtues, not from likes, comments, or followers. What about setbacks? They're a part of life. Instead of seeing failure as a disaster, Stoicism teaches us to view it as an opportunity for growth, a chance to practice our resilience. Modern life can pull us in a million different directions. Stoicism encourages us to live with intention, guided by our core values, not by fleeting impulses. There are small daily practices that can help with this, like journaling, reflecting on our virtues, or even meditating on the fact that our time is limited. These practices help align our daily actions with our highest ideals. No one gets through life without experiencing failure, rejection, or loss. It's just part of the deal. But the Stoics taught a powerful lesson. Suffering isn't caused by the event itself, but by our judgment of it. By reframing a challenge as a training exercise for our character, we can turn adversity into a source of strength. So how do you actually start practicing this? Let's talk about a few simple daily exercises. First, the evening review. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on your actions. Ask yourself, did I act with virtue today? Where could I improve tomorrow? This simple habit builds self-awareness and moral clarity. Next, there's a practice called negative visualization. Imagine for a moment that you lose some of the things you love: your job, your health, even your possessions. This isn't about being pessimistic. It's a mental exercise to prepare you for hardship. And it has a beautiful side effect. It fosters deep gratitude for what you have right now. And there's the art of the pause. When you're faced with an insult or a setback, instead of reacting immediately, just pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, is this truly harmful, or is it just my interpretation? This trains your mind to respond with calm rationality instead of knee-jerk anger. Another one is voluntary discomfort. Intentionally expose yourself to small, manageable discomforts, maybe a cold shower, or waking up a little earlier than usual. This strengthens your willpower and reduces your fear of adversity, proving to yourself that you can handle more than you think. And finally, focus on the present moment. We spend so much time dwelling on past regrets, or worrying about a future that hasn't happened. Stoicism teaches us that the present moment is the only thing we truly have control over. By focusing on the now, we act more effectively and live more fully. In our society, success is often measured by wealth, fame, or status. Stoicism asks a different, more profound question. Are you living a good life? Are you living a life of virtue? A modern professional might feel immense pressure to climb the corporate ladder at all costs. A Stoic approach would be to focus on doing your best work in every single task, without becoming overly attached to the outcome. Recognition might come, or it might not, but your inner peace and your integrity remain unshaken. Entrepreneurs, students, athletes, parents, we all face stress, unpredictability, and criticism. Stoicism provides the mental tools to navigate these pressures with clarity and calm. It teaches that true achievement is internal. It's about developing your character, your courage, and your wisdom. This applies beautifully to relationships. We can't control how other people behave, but we can always control our own responses. Instead of reacting with anger or resentment, we can choose to practice empathy, patience, and understanding. By focusing on mutual respect and virtuous action, Stoicism can improve our friendships, our family life, and our professional relationships. It reminds us that others are just acting according to their own perceptions, just like we are. So, in closing, Stoicism is not some dusty relic of the past. It is a living, breathing, practical philosophy for modern life, a toolkit for resilience, clarity, and purposeful living. By mastering our minds, acting virtuously, and accepting what we cannot control, we can find peace amid the chaos and strength in the face of adversity. Remember the words of Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Every single day, we face challenges, distractions, and uncertainties. Stoicism teaches us that our greatest power lies within our thoughts, our choices, and our character. If we embrace this philosophy, we don't just survive, we thrive. We learn to live intentionally, to cultivate virtue, and to meet life's storms with courage and calm. And that, right there, is the true art of living. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next one.